In previous video we have seen how to plot the lines of different length and at the different angles in the Sketcher interface. Although Sketcher interface has many commands for sketching, but there are also some commands that are not used frequently but have their own importance. In this video we will discuss about those commands from the Sketcher interface that are not used frequently while sketching, but those commands make our sketching quite simpler. So here is Cat discussing with you the commands from the sketch tools. Hello guys, so we can see that we are in the part interface of CATIA. So to go in Sketcher interface, just click on Start, then Mechanical Design, and then Sketcher. So we need to select one of these planes. So I will select this XY plane. So now we are in the Sketcher interface of CATIA. In this video we will be mostly talking about this toolbox which is called as Sketch Tools. So first thing is that if you don't have this toolbox, you can make it available for yourself. So to make that toolbox available, you just need to right click on this blank section and a drop down menu will open. From that, in front of this sketch tool, you just need to click and this toolbox will be available for you. One thing that we can see is the whole interface of this sketcher is filled with these grid lines. Although these grid lines are very helpful for us, but if you want to turn these grid lines off, you just need to click on this grid command and we can see that these grid lines will get turned off. Now if you want them again, you just again need to click on the same command and you will have those grid lines again on your screen. The next important command is this snap to point command. So right now we can see that this command is being switched on. I will select any command, and when this command is on, we can see that this pointer is only able to catch the corner points of the grid lines. So this pointer is right now only catching the corner points of the grid line. The points that are in between the grid lines are not being catched by this pointer. So to avoid this, we will just switch this command off, and now we can see that this pointer can catch the points that are in between as well. So as per your convenience, you can either keep this on and off. So I will mostly advise you to keep it on. The next important command is this construction or standard element command. So this command acts as a converter between construction line or a standard element. So we can see that a line is being made on an interface. So this is a solid line, or we can call it as a standard element. So if we want to convert this standard element into a construction line, we just need to click on this line and then click on this command. So we can see that this line has now become dotted line, and we can also call it as a construction element. So if we want to convert this construction line into a solid line, then again we need to select this line and then click on this command. So we can see that this line has now got reconverted into standard element. So one thing we need to understand is that if we click on this command and if we turn this command on, and if we select any shape from this profile toolbox, any element that we plot will be plotted as a construction line and not a solid line. So I will advise you to keep this command off every time, and if you need any construction element in your sketch, then you can select that particular element and then convert them into a construction line. Although any standard element that we plot on this interface, like this line, they can be converted into the construction element and they can be reconverted into the standard element as well. But there is one such line that cannot be converted into standard element, and that line is this axis line. I will just plot this line. So even if I click on this line and if I click on this command, we can see that there is no difference that can be seen on this line. So no matter what, this axis line will always behave like a construction element only. The remaining two commands are this geometrical constraint and dimensional constraint. So these commands I will advise you to keep them on. The importance of these commands will be discussed in the upcoming videos. Till then, I will just advise you to keep them on and don't switch them off. These commands that we discussed in this video will not be used frequently, but it is important to know about them. That's all for now. In next video, we will move forward with the point command. Saying this, I am signing out for now. My name is Sanket and we will meet in the next video.